The views and opinions expressed on this program do not reflect the company, owners, management, staff, clients, or partners.
Greetings and welcome to another episode of Bermuda's Feel Good Early Morning Show. Good Day Bermuda, supported by Pete's House and Aliana's Restaurant. I'm Terri Tuku alongside Jackie Lambert, and we are ready to bring you some feel good vibes this morning. Our feel good topic of the day is all about local cultural experiences and events right here in Bermuda. We have Bobby Somner, the creator of Wednesday Night Vibes, backstage, and he's ready to join us for that discussion. Our feel good vibe of the day is the Teen Lounge. But before we get into that, we want to see who is tuned in with us as we get ready for our feel good warm up. So, Jack, let's see who is in the comments with us. I actually don't see anyone letting us know that they're in watching with us. I think they're just getting ready to, start typing because, we do this every morning. So let us know in the comments who is in watching with us as we get ready for our feel good warm up, because yesterday there were some things that went down on Twitter that we have to talk about. So the first thing we're going to talk about is I'm going to actually bring this into the studio, and then Jacky and I are going to discuss it. So let me just share the screen with y'all really quickly, because I don't know why people think that they can just attach their name to something and then it's okay. So as you can see here, there is a restaurant, a bar and grill. It's actually located in Canada, and they were letting their audience know that it's time for a summer refresh, that they have, they want to if you want to freshen up your patio experience, you can come by to their location and get a Bermudian fish sandwich. Now, as you can see from this photo, this Bermudian fish sandwich, which is right here, I'm going to scroll down a bit so you can see it. This Bermudian fish sandwich has a lot of lettuce, a lot of tomato, very little fish, and a whole bunch of bread. So the question of the morning for our feel good warm up is simply, what are your thoughts on this Bermudian fish sandwich fiasco? Because Bermudian fish sandwich, we have to talk about this. Jacky and I started talking about it backstage, but I said, let's wait till we get on in front of the audience, because we have to talk about this. So Jacky, you have to let us know your thoughts on it. But before we do that, I want to say good morning to Taja Fox, who is watching. Happy Friday to you as well, Taja. As you're joining us, audience, let us know in the comments that you're here watching with us. Jacky and I are going to start off by talking about this fish sandwich. So Jack, you see any fish sandwich? I'll bring it up again if you want to see it again. But what are your thoughts?
So you sent it to me last night, and I'm sitting there and I'm looking. I zoom in. I'm like, this is fish, and then I realized it is beer battered fish on bread with lettuce, tomato, and I don't know, but it doesn't look like tartar sauce. I'm like, it's a spicy mayo. But whose cousin is misinforming these people on what a Bermudian fish sandwich is? Did these people take a trip down here and did they have they experienced a Bermuda fish sandwich? Because the ratios are off. The ratios are way off. There's not enough fish for it to even be a fish sandwich. It's like a taco.
It's more of like a lettuce tomato sandwich with fish. It's so interesting because, the Twitter algorithm really does. I don't know the Twitter algorithm, to be quite honest. I love the Twitter algorithm. A lot of people don't like it, but I really like the Twitter algorithm because sometimes things that happen hours ago come back into your feed, depending on the last time you logged in or opened the app. And so I actually saw this pretty early in the day when it was first retweeted. And the original retweet was like, whose cousins out there? It was Burmese that retweeted it. And I felt like, I was like, oh, this isn't going to go good for this company. I don't think that they know what they're doing, because it's one thing to, try to shout out a place that you've been before and try to take something from their culture and, put it into your menu. It's another thing to get it wrong. Like,
Very wrong.
And my first comment was like, I don't see any coleslaw. There's no tartar sauce. There's no hot sauce if you like the spice. And it's not on raisin bread. So you're already started off with the wrong type of sandwich. Like, it's not even a fish sandwich. It's not what?
There's no raisins in the toast. There's no cheese. There's no raisins in the toast. Like,
okay, I never did toast on my fish sandwich. I mean, I never did cheese on my fish sandwich.
Yeah, hot sauce, tartar sauce, cheese, and coleslaw. But like,
So audience, if you're just joining us, we are talking about our Feel Good warm-up, which is this fish sandwich that was posted on social media. They say that this is a Bermudian fish sandwich. If you go onto Twitter and you find this post, we'll actually drop it. We'll retweet it on our page so that you can see it. The comments definitely were not favoring of this company's fish sandwich. Let us know in the comments. What are your thoughts? Like, what does your fish sandwich have to have in order for it to be considered a Bermudian fish sandwich? Because this company seems to think that that is a fish sandwich, and
it needs more fish to start.
Absolutely. And it's not even, I mean, okay, I get why they did bird battered, because everywhere else in the world, I feel like, does bird battered except for the Caribbean. Like, I don't know. And like parts of the South do like fried fish. Everywhere else seems to do bird battered. So like that part to me is neither here nor there. The issue that I have is like, it's not even enough fish for you to say it's a fish sandwich. It's literally a
it looks like
so
a
remember,
chicken patty.
I was gonna say, remember how you thought it was chicken?
I was like, are they sure? Like, did they is this actually the fish sandwich that they were trying to promote in the caption? Because it looked like a chicken burger, like how you get the chicken burgers from the food trucks or the stalls.
Yeah,
I was just like
really, really tiny ones that had like the little
yeah.
Yes,
I was just like, this is a chicken sandwich. This is a chicken burger. Like,
it's chicken burgers.
Yes,
it is missing so much. So audience, let us know in the comments your thoughts on that fish sandwich fiasco. If you haven't seen it, we'll go ahead and bring it up on the screen one more time so that you can get a visual. And I actually want to ask the audience as well, and Jackie, have you been overseas and seen something on the menu that references Bermuda or being Bermudian and they just missed the mark? It doesn't taste like what we're used to. It doesn't look like what we're used to. And like, what was that experience like? Because I feel like this isn't the first time this has happened, and it won't be the last. I see we have a comment in the comment section. So before you answer that question, Jack, we have this comment from Jamal. He says, I could be wrong, but I'm not sure what true Bermudian fish sandwich has one piece of fish like that. And
exactly.
it's like they had one fish and they cut it so that they could like layer it on the bottom of the bottom bread. And it's like, that's not enough.
And you know what? While I think about it, because it's beer battered, most beer battered fish is cod. Like, I haven't had any beer battered fish that's not codfish. So are they trying to say it's a Bermudian fish sandwich because they're using codfish, like codfish and potatoes? Because if they completely misunderstood the assignment.
They misunderstood the assignment. They did not. The instructions were incorrect.
They're mixing two different meals together to make
we have a comment from Carlton Fleming. He says this was a fish sandwich slider. Absolutely. It was definitely the adult fish sandwich slider. And I think what's so frustrating is that they labeled it Bermudian. And what a Bermudian fish sandwich is the cafe au lait, it's the art mouse, it's your nana's house, your aunt's house, your mama's house, where it's like a bunch of fish and it's not even all the right size fish. Some of the fish is too big. Some of the fish is like really tiny. So you have like 10 pieces of fish on your sandwich because they're all like the tiny parts of the fish. And so
if I don't have to open up my sandwich, take some of the fish out, close it so that I can actually eat it without it falling out anyway.
It's not a
It
right
ain't
fish
it.
sandwich. It's not the right one. And
It's not
actually,
it.
Lubbock gives us some more places. So Mama Angie's fish sandwich, as well as what is exactly.
Right.
So if it doesn't look like any of these fish sandwiches on the plate, you're already failing. You're already failing. And I see that Rochelle Summon is in here with us. Good morning to you as well, Rochelle. If you're just joining us, we are talking about the fact that somebody's cousin in Canada decided to say that this is a Bermudian fish sandwich, and they're letting their audience know that they can get a summer refresh by having a Bermudian fish sandwich. However, the way the internet and Twitter works, the Autobots assembled, and we basically let them know that that is not it. And what's interesting is they have not even responded. So obviously, Twitter works fast. You quote a tweet, the minute you see something, on your timeline that like, you're like, wait, what? People just started, responding, and I have yet to see them say anything. Obviously, the last time I looked at this thread was last night, so I'll look at it again today to kind of see what was going on. But they absolutely have not responded as yet, which is so good.
Well, because you see, it says limited time offer. That's probably up until today. They're probably like, get this off the menu. No. But what I do like about that sandwich, it comes with like the ham fry, like the steak fries. I could do that. I can get down.
Someone actually had mentioned that our fish sandwiches come with crinkle fries. For me, I was like, the fries were neither here nor there, because the sandwich was what they were trying to sell, and the sandwich was wrong. So I don't care what you put next to it. You're already off. I see that we have Kathy Rogers in here with us. Good morning to you, Kathy. And Asha's reaction to the fish sandwich. Yes. We're going to take a quick commercial break before we get ready to transition to our feel good topic of the day. We have Bobby Somner backstage, and we're going to bring him in very shortly. So you do not want to go anywhere.
Same smooth sounds, different name. BCG Radio, home of Bermuda's most engaging morning talk shows, The Daily Hour and Good Day Bermuda. Download the app, available for Android and Apple devices. BCG Radio, your station for conversations and entertainment.
Welcome back to Good Day Bermuda, supported by Pizza House and Aliana's Restaurant. I'm Terri Tuku alongside Jacky Lambert. Before we bring Bobby Somner into the conversation to discuss local culture events right here in Bermuda, we do want to give the audience a reminder during our conversation with Bobby. If you have any questions for him, make sure you drop them in the comments so that we can bring them onto the screen and ask him on your behalf. So allow me to introduce you all to Bobby. I'm not going to give you this really long intro because we'll probably be here all day. However, just some tidbits that you should know. Bobby is the creator of Wednesday Night Vibes, and I believe they have been going strong. I don't know how long they've been going strong, but I have seen a lot of people talking about it because it travels the island, basically, and it kind of feels like a traveling entertainment show. He is also the owner of Open Mind Good Vibes. So without further ado, I'm going to bring Bobby into the studio so that y'all can talk to him with us. So good morning to you, Bobby.
What's going on? Good morning.
We are great over here, Jacky and I. Actually, before we start our conversation with you, Bobby, well, I can't call you Bobby. I really call you Somner, so I'm just gonna have to call you Somner. Cool. Somner, what were your thoughts on the fish sandwich fiasco? Because everyone was definitely on Twitter sharing their opinion. I want to get your opinion.
I couldn't find yours.
I retweeted it with a few different comments. Actually, I felt utterly disrespected. I mean, not enough fish, too much other stuff. Not enough fish. What type of fish was it? You know what I mean? It's just a whole lot of. No tartar sauce. I'm not a tartar sauce guy. However, Bermuda fish sandwich, you know what I mean? People like tartar sauce. There's some aioli sauce on there. I don't know what that is or what that's for, but I know it's not for that.
Exactly.
Like I thought it was spicy mayo. I'm like, that's what's creating anything. They shouldn't have added Bermuda to this at all.
At all. So, Somner, for those that don't know, what is Wednesday Night Vibes? How long has it been going on for? And how do you decide the venues? Because as I mentioned, you have switched venues each week, I think.
Well, first of all, it's Wednesday Night Vibe with no S. Right?
Apologies. Bermudians. Right. Black people, we like to add that S. We like to add that S.
It's all right. But why we go around the island is because, there's a lot of negative activity going on, violence and all that type of stuff, and I'm trying to break through that. And I feel like, there are all types of artists all across Bermuda, and sometimes they're like, well, I can't go this place, I can't go that place, so I take the show to them, and hopefully that, people will see the energy of the show in the places that we're at, and they'll come out, and also there'll be some guys will maybe lose their fear and be able to travel to the next location, just by seeing how the energy is in the space.
And how long have you all been doing it?
I've been doing it for 3 years now, going on.
Wow.
It'll be 3 years. Yeah, 3 years. So it's been all right.
I don't know why it feels like it's been longer, because I used to come back. I remember I came back from Trinidad at one time. I was like, guys, what are everybody doing tonight? Because I was still on that vibe of going out. And that's when we came down Bay Club.
Bay Club, right.
That was a fun time. So like you mentioned, you've had a number of Bermudians that have performed at Wednesday Night Vibe. Where do you see this event going? What is your vision for this weekly event?
Well, the vision is to create a space for artists to be able to have feature shows. Like, what I would like to have our artists on the same level as international artists that we look up to. We just need to get practice. We just need to get the polish. So that's the aim, is to create feature shows for artists through Wednesday Night Vibe. So Wednesday Night Vibe started as a show just to promote artists and put artists on, and then we start having open mics so we can feed Wednesday Night Vibe. And then the long game is to have featured shows for featured artists. Let's say somebody like Bricks, they'll have their show. You know what I mean? Instead of performing at Wednesday Night Vibe. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the goal. It's getting there slowly.
Don't know. Sorry,
carry on. Yeah.
So I don't know if there is a battle rap culture in Bermuda, but I do know. I think his name is Dane Miners. Just flew out to Atlanta. Thank you. He just flew out to Atlanta to compete in some battle rap competitions. Do you see that maybe being something that you would add to in addition to your Wednesday Night Vibe?
Definitely. I mean, we do just a freestyle vibe at the end of the show all the time called the Weapons, but I'd love to see a battle rap situation in Bermuda. But I mean, a lot of guys are low sensitive, and battle rap is like, is real. Ain't no. The guys are got to be able to just realize that it's just talk and not get upset, not get into feelings about it. So maybe that's something we would definitely work towards. But right now, I don't know. But big up my boy Prof AC, he's doing his thing, big time, putting Bermuda on the map in that regard. I love him for that.
I definitely stalk. I'm like, what you doing now? I actually do to all you guys. I walk on the street and I'll be riding. I'll be like, hey, and then I realize they have no clue who I am. They've never actually met me in person. They're probably like, who is this person? And then sometimes I got a DM and they're just like, was that you? And I'm like, yeah, I know you've never met me in person, but let's see. But how did you get into the entertainment industry?
I'm a natural performer. That's just who I am. But when I was away in school, I started, getting involved in poetry and going to open mics and stuff like that. And then when I came back, Chew Stick was just really starting to get its footing, So I was involved with Chew Stick, and that's really what helped me to develop myself as an artist in the beginning because of the open mic scene. And that's why I'm trying to recreate the open mic scene again in Bermuda so that the artists can really get their feet wet and really get the chops up so they can really be better performers, because we have a lot of great artists, but not really too many good performers. Now,
COVID has cleared out a lot of businesses, and it's very unfortunate. So there's a lot of vacant spots in town in different parts of the island. Is there somewhere that you've maybe come across that could be a safe space that everybody can actually come to, where it's kind of neutral ground that you can put up shop? Kind of, how you had Chew Stick, and Chew Stick was one space where everybody came. They knew that this is not the spot for you guys to act up. So once you cross this threshold of the doors, this is how you're supposed to act. Do you see a space in the future that could be permanent for Wednesday Night Vibe?
Well, we would love to find a space that would be permanent. However, I love the energy of taking it around. Wherever I go, wherever we go, is a safe space. I mean, we are the safe space. So, wherever we go, you don't got to worry about no negative energy or no bad vibes. And that's why we're open minds, good vibes, because good vibes, open minds. And that's, as long as we keep bringing good vibes, we'll keep opening minds, and then we'll move away from all this negative thinking and behavior.
That's awesome. I actually want to remind the audience, Jack, before you go on, that if you have any questions for Somner, if you've ever been to a Wednesday Night Vibe, no S, Let us know in the comments what you thought of it, because I've actually never been. I've seen it, yes, dance like a teeth, but I have seen the promos, and for one reason or another, I never made it down there. So like now that it's coming back up, I definitely know that I have to go because Jackie's being, so now I'm the one. Normally I'm the one that's done something that Jackie hasn't done, which is weird because I just came back in. But nonetheless, so it is on my bucket list. My Bermuda bucket list is to go to Wednesday Night Vibe.
And we have people that'll be like, why you got it down St. David's for? Or why you got it up Somerset? It's too far. Like, but you'll drive for an hour and a half to get from the airport to your hotel if you go to the States, you know what I mean? But we're just getting out to have a good time. Just come out. It's not that far, right? It's only 20-minute drive at the most. Bermuda small. Just come through, have a good time, support your people, and you know, and carry the vibes home with you. That's what it's all about.
I definitely was up Spring Benny one time when I was back up there. And I had to wrench my sister. I'm like, let's go. We have to go to St. David's. We have 40 minutes before the show starts. And I have to get a good seat because I like sitting in the front. Because what you're going to do, race me? I like it. It's fun. It was a good time. But I do have to ask, how do you do your material? Like, how do you practice it in front of random people? Or do you just walk up on your show and be like, you know, if it's funny, it's funny. If it's not, then next joke.
A little bit of both. You know, I'm an observer, so a lot of my jokes come from just from observation, and even I have other friends that are funny, but they're not comedians. You know, so we sometimes be joking around, and sometimes my material develops from our conversations, you know, or just freestyling and whatever. You know, it's a combination of everything. I just like to talk crap. You know, so I just get up there and do my thing.
Not I like to talk crap. One question I did have, so because I've seen the themes, and like, you know, there's a ladies' night theme where there's usually just all women that are on the bill, and then there's other themes. Like, how do you pick the themes and the artists or the performers that you choose to have for that that event that night?
Hey, I don't even know why. Let's throw it together the week before or whatever. Be like, look, man. A lot of times, Wednesday Night Vibe happens off of pure determination. You know what I mean? You just threw it together. You know, just like I want it to happen so bad. So we just, you know, I just shoot out to so many artists, man. I've reached out to try to perform, and they're like they're not able to. Or look, man, there's so many artists, man, and so many we haven't gotten on the stage that we want to get out there. It's crazy, but like I said, I don't know how to pick. I might give them a shout. And they hit me back or they don't. And that's how they get on the stage. That's how it happens.
How do you want to, I guess, encourage this that are like you've reached out to and maybe they have responded, but they're not ready to get on stage? Like, how do you kind of like encourage them?
Well, there's only one way to get ready. You got to do it. You know what I mean? Right. As an artist, you know, the people that you look up to as artists, they don't, if you're doing this thing to get money, okay, they don't get the money through streams. So you got to perform. They get the money through shows, right? And if you're doing this thing for the art of it, right, then the people come to you when they can feel you, and they can feel you when they can see you and they experience you. You know, you got to resonate. So you got to get out there on stage in front of the people. And you may start, when I first started doing poetry and all that, I was reading off of paper, nervous, you know, and now it's like I just go up there and say whatever I feel like saying, and it always works for me because it's the confidence that really is the biggest part of it all. It's believing in what you could do.
That's amazing. I actually have some comments for you. So Carlton Fleming says, no question but a comment. Sumner is really talented. I enjoy his work. So shout outs to you, and shout outs to Carlton for leaving us that comment. And
that's up, Carlton.
Devon_A says the Bermudian accents are making me miss him so much. Thank you for tuning in, Devon. We appreciate that. We're gonna try to keep
what accent?
What accent are you talking about? I think he's in the US. I'm pretty sure I've seen him on Twitter, and I think he's in the US. So yeah. You don't get that. You don't get
He's a frontline worker, so you know, thank you for all you do.
Yeah, for sure. Also, I'd like to say that I don't like being stuck in a box of being. People think that, you know, I'm a comedian. I'm an artist. You know, I like to do it all. I'm not the best singer, but I sing, right? I rap, poetry.
I drop a few balls.
I do everything, you know. So, what is that?
I said drop a few balls.
Don't stop me up. Trust me. Don't stop me up.
So you canceled this week, but do you think you guys will go ahead with next week? And if so, where are you guys going to be?
Definitely, we're going to be doing Funds In again next week. I already said last time we had to show that we wasn't going to be done. It was going to be our last week down Funds In, but we're going to go back down there again one more time. I like the vibes down there, man. Big up the Funds In owners and staff, because they created something really nice down there. If you haven't been down there yet, you're missing out. Excuse me. It's an outdoor entertainment space, indoor entertainment space. They have gaming, everything. It's great. Just go check it out. But yeah, we'll be down there, and then after that, we're gonna be back in my hometown, Bay Club. So big up everybody that's doing the work down Bay Club to make it happen, so we can get back down there.
You'll see me for the next 2 weeks, Sam. Because question, Funds In, it's outside or inside?
And inside, but when it's good weather,
I'm talking about for you. Okay, cool. So I just like to prepare myself, because I'm gonna try and force a whole gang of us to come, pick up Terri on the way, and it's gonna be a carpool. Come on, kids, adventure. And we're gonna end up down there. I love me some jokey jokes. I be the one in the corner.
And with that said, we're actually trying to find more female comedians, because we got my old high school teacher, Miss Davis, aka aka Gina Love, and we'd love to get more female comedians on stage. We've had one. I'm not going to call her name because she says she gets anxious and nervous, but she is really, really good. When she came on down Bay Club one time, you might know as a bartender at certain places. She's light skinned and short, but I'm not going to call her name. But she was really, really good, and I'd love to see her again. People like Tundi, I bet she could be a great comedian. I'm going to call her name, though, because I know, you know what I mean? Trust me, we got Terri, I think you'd be good, too. Jackie, I ain't going to say nothing. You know
I'm not
like
funny. I just have good stories.
That's all it takes. As long as you can tell them.
You know what? I'll come up and I'm going to tell you one story. I have a
That's
dream, and I think everybody
would. Man.
If you don't laugh, I'll laugh by myself.
That's all it takes. Look, my boy before 5 a.m. started doing comedy, I was like, look, man, you're funny, man. Come on. Get up on stage, do this thing, right? He got up on stage, now look at him, right? Mr. Photo, another one. Say, hey, look, man, come on, man. Get on stage, you're funny, man. I just want 5 minutes, not even 5. Give me 3 minutes. Just give me 3 minutes and you'll kill it. That's the thing about doing comedy here. Sorry, I don't know. I want to take up too much time, but I will give you a lot of time. You know what I mean? I've done comedy in other places, other countries, and if you're nobody, you're getting 3 minutes. You know what I mean? You got to get up there and do your thing in 3 minutes, and you got to be funny. You know what I mean? 5 minutes, you'll get that maybe. But seriously, man, I give guys 10, 15 minutes. Work it out. You know what I mean? Yeah, work it out. Get comfortable, because that we need that. We need that.
Right.
But guys not on the level to go hit it 3 minutes. I'm not there. So, you know what I mean? I'll give you as much time as you need to get comfortable. You know? And when my boy Mr. Photo did it, he killed it. And now look at it.
Yeah, those videos are like the best thing. We feature them a lot on the show because they're just always so funny. It's like, and he does it so well in less than a minute sometimes. Yeah. And it's just like, I don't know how he does.
I'm not the type of guy to try to hold shine for myself. You know, I want to see everybody express herself and be great, because that's how we'll lift up our community. You know what I mean? I'm one person, and I'm got light, and I pass my light on to everybody else as much as I can. But if we all have it, so if we all encourage each other to shine, we'll be able to lead ourselves out of this darkness that we're living in, or this bull crap. But we're not going to get into that negative vibe, the negative talk.
Absolutely. No, we try to keep all feel good vibes in the morning, but we can take it offline for sure. We can take it offline for sure. So we have a comment here from Sheldon Jens. He says, good morning, all. Big up to King Somner. Always bringing something to the party. Absolutely. And so, Jack, did you have another question for Bobby?
I do have one more question, but it's not pertaining to Wednesday Night Vibe. I want to know, are you still fighting, and are you still doing massage therapy? Because that was back in 2009, we went to CAC games.
I'm going to do everything in a jack. 2010.
Yes, 10. At CAC games in Puerto Rico.
That was good vibes. I'm in Jackie for a long time, but I didn't think about it. Remember that time in town?
I'm like, maybe.
You know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I do everything, man. I'm blessed, I'm thankful to be able to be blessed with so much talent. But yeah, I do box still, train mostly because COVID, nothing happening in Bermuda right now. And massage, I had stopped doing that for a little while, but I still do it here and there, just on a whim, not like professionally, but I just do it because I can. You know what I mean? Somebody's hurting somewhere, I help them out. So that's what I do.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
And
I'm a healer.
He is a healer.
That's what I do.
Love it. Absolutely love it. So, audience, we just want to remind you, if you have any questions or comments for Bobby, you can drop them in the comment section below. We're actually going to start to wrap up our conversation with him. I honestly am sold. I mean, I was always sold on going to the event. It just never worked out. But Jacky and I live in the same parish.
She had it on layaway.
I did have it on layaway. But Jacky and I live in the same parish, so you can't get out of it when any person lives in the same parish as you, because it's like, it'd be different if like I live further up than her, then she'd have to come to get me. So I might be able to get out of it, but I can't know. And I never would try to get out of it. I'm gonna come to the one in Bay, because Bay is definitely, I used to stay Bay Corner. So I want to go back to my hometown, as Bobby said. So Bobby, before you get up out of her, can you let the audience know like how they can get in contact with you? What else do you have coming up that they can be looking forward to outside of the Wednesday Night Vibes? Do you have any other things that are coming up down the pipeline and all that good jazz?
Yeah, I'm going to be doing my own comedy shows coming up soon. We're going to be at Bay Club as well. Whereas I'm going to be stepping back from Wednesday Night Vibe, doing less and doing more of my own thing, and a lot, just letting other people move that event forward. And just going to be focusing on my own art for a bit. So look for that. Look out for that. Stay tuned for the advertisements for my own shows. I'm linking up with a band. So we could be bringing some real live vibes to you. So
I can play the triangle.
Serious? Perfect.
Okay.
So stay tuned for that, and I'll keep you guys informed on what's going on. But other than that, I'm just living, man, and enjoying my life as I have it. So wish to see you guys every time. I'm happy to see you.
Absolutely. And we have some comments. You are, Jacky. You just added yourself, triangle player. She's gonna have one note. She's gonna be a one note wonder,
Yeah, it's gonna be at the end. It's gonna be like
timing's everything.
It is everything. So before you get up out of here, Bob, I do have 2 more comments for you from our good cousin Sean Smith. He says, "Good morning, cousins." Good morning to you, Sean. And then Zena Malcolm, Jack.
Great sales. Want to punch people in the ring, then get them to pay you to massage and heal them.
Yep. And then make them laugh. This is me.
And I make them laugh. Hey, remember that time I gave you the right hook? The way your mouth moves.
See, Jack, you got the comedy chops.
I already knew.
Once again, Somner, thank you so much for joining us this morning, bright and early. We look forward to seeing you at the next Wednesday Night Vibe.
Thank you for having me.
No S. That's how I'm going to say it from now on. Wednesday Night Vibe.
What time it starts?
That's actually one of the rules. Starts 8 to 12. I mean, doors open at 8. Let's say it starts 7. We'll get you there by 8.
Yes, it starts at 7.
Yeah, you black folks are.
Absolutely. Thank you once again, Somner. We're going to go switch to a quick commercial break, and then we'll be back to get your thoughts on our conversation with Bobby Somner of Wednesday Night Vibe. No S.
Peace.
Same smooth sounds, different name. BCG Radio, home of Bermuda's most engaging morning talk shows, The Daily Hour and Good Day Bermuda. Download the app, available for Android and Apple devices. BCG Radio, your station for conversations and entertainment.
Welcome back to Good Day Bermuda, supported by Pete's House and Aliana's Restaurant. I'm Terri Tuku alongside Jacky Lambert. And before we get into our feel-good vibe of the day, we want you to let us know your thoughts, any key takeaways from our conversation with Bobby Somner of Wednesday Night Vibe. No S. Make sure you give us a reaction if you're watching on Facebook. If you don't know, the Kia reaction is Jacky and I's favorite, so you can use that one. Bonus points if you do. If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button. And to all of our tweets over there on Twitter, make sure you run up those hearts. Let us know in the comments, your thoughts on our conversation with Bobby Somner. Jack, you're going to go ahead and kick us off because I feel like you had some really good vibes.
Oh my God, I enjoy Robert. Yes, Robert.
I've never called him Robert. Never mind.
Robert. I like calling people by their government names. I usually call you Teresa, but not to your face. I'm like, yeah, Teresa. No, but I really enjoyed today's conversation. he brings a lot of things that Bermuda needs to this, to Wednesday night vibe. That energy is what is needed. A good, comedic relief, a good laugh, like from the belly. It's good belly laugh. So we will be going next week, and I'll pick you up on the way. And
next week is St. David's.
Yeah. No.
Well,
yeah.
Funzin. Okay.
Don't worry, you're not driving. You'll be fine.
No, I was just trying to remember because I know he said Bay, and I'm excited for Bay because
Bay's the week after, so it'll be one more week at Funzin, and then we'll go to Bay, and we could do both. I mean, there's no limit of how many times you can go.
No.
And you know what? I might get up on the stage and tell one story. I do have a dream, and all my dreams I usually wake up laughing. So I'm going to a few of them for you guys. So maybe I'll do like a 30-second story.
Okay, we'll see. I'm going to go to the comments. We have some comments coming in. So good morning to you, Maria Good. Thank you for joining us. Jody Burgess has great conversation. Thank you. She also says, great testament to the value Truesick brought and how it has grown. Great platform for artists to express themselves. Absolutely. And I think that's also one of the reasons why we wanted to share this conversation with you all, because we all know someone that is creative that maybe just doesn't realize that they're creative. Someone is like the second person to tell me that I actually do comedy. And like, who are you guys looking at? What are you talking about? I don't think I'm funny. I don't think I can.
You don't think you're funny. It doesn't matter if you don't think you're funny. Everybody else thinks you're funny.
And that's the
you're talented for everybody else.
I have to do this for all of you. But that's also the thing too, right? Like we all know someone that maybe has something that they don't recognize, and they just need, other people to support them, encourage them. And so that's why we want to bring this to you all. So if you have not been to a Wednesday night vibe, no ass like me, then you do want to make sure you come out next week, Wednesday, down at Funzin. The doors open at 7 p.m. The show will start at 8. So we will see you all there. It goes until 12 a.m. So you'll be getting all good vibes all evening. And I do have another comment here from I Am King Twan. He says, good morning, guys. Enjoyed the conversation a lot. You two should definitely get on stage. Okay, we have another supporter for us getting on stage. We have another supporter for us
we
getting on stage.
We can pick up Twan as well.
Do you have a minivan, Jack? Or you got a type of... We picking up a lot of people.
It's a Jeep. We can put people on top. Hold on, guys.
Meanwhile, the man's looking for the what is it, Operation Vega? Like, Jackie, we don't want to be... featured on Operation Vega. We don't want these things.
Well, if you go to India, it's pretty normal. People hanging out the cars and everybody just getting there.
I feel like everybody probably more normal. Like I've heard of stories of like in Thailand, they have like multiple dirt lanes, and like there's no like India. Line. You just
I thought I was gonna die every time we left the village. The trains, people on top of the trains, and we're going, and it's literally supposed to be 3 lanes on the highway, and there's 8 cars side by side, and there's zooming. I'm just sitting there like this, because when we land, they give us this little pamphlet that says every 10 seconds there's a fatal accident. And I'm just like, oh my god, please don't be us, please don't be us, please don't be us. One time we got to the end, like to the actual destination, and we kept smelling smoke, so we looked under. We had one of the traffic cones dragging underneath the car. Yeah, I was just like, this is not okay.
I mean, India is heavily populated, right? They have billions of people over there. So that's also like, I'm not saying that statistic is one to just let roll over the back up, like roll off like water off the beer back. But I could definitely, that number doesn't like shock me. It just makes me think that we are blessed in Bermuda to have what we consider bad drivers, like, because there are parts of the world that have way worse.
Yeah.
So definitely that doesn't mean that you should go out there and still drive or ride recklessly. Still drive caution and courtesy.
Thank you.
I don't remember where's that first from? Care, caution, and courtesy. Was that on the radio? I think that was a radio conversation.
Power
95. Yes, back in the day. Showing our age. Look at our Jackie and I.
That was back when you used to hear Rangers. Get 'em.
And if you don't know what that is,
or Club Malabar, open tonight.
Oh yes, I do remember. No, remember when we were talking about? I couldn't remember what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. There's that. We're going to switch over to our Feel Good Vibe of the day. Make sure you give us a reaction if you haven't already on Facebook, or drop an emoji in the comments to let us know that you are enjoying this Feel Good Vibe. Today, we are sharing and showing some love to Stephanie Otterbridge and Danae Burchell, who helped to open a teen lounge by the Coalition for the Protection of Children. Danae Burchell is a program coordinator of the lounge, and Stephanie Otterbridge is the lead program coordinator of the lounge, and it's basically been created to be a safe space for teens to give them some good vibes outside of the home. So if you do want to follow them to learn, if you want to learn more, make sure you follow them on Twitter at Coalition BDA, or visit their website, coalition.bm. If there's any support that you can give them, even if it's just sharing the information with someone in your family that may be a teenager, or the parent of a teenager, the guardian of a teenager, do let them know that that is available to them. And looking at the time, it's about that time for Jacky and I to get up out of here. So as always, we hope that you make it a great day. Have a good one. Enjoy your weekend. I'm Terri Too Cool alongside Jacky Lambert. We trust we'll see you next week for more Feel Good conversations. Same time, same place. Until the next episode, peace and have a good day, Bermuda.